What's going on today, guys? It's Sean here with Cracked Housing Fab. Today I'm going to do a little video talking about how Kurt and I came up with the name for our channel. Talk to you a little bit about some of the tools that we use here in the shop and what we're using to build our projects. We're going to do a little bit of a minor shop upgrade to help improve our videos, and also get some input from you guys on what our next build is going to be. So we're going to be asking some questions about that, and hopefully you guys can give us some input. And I'll give you a brief little update on Not So Simplicity, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, to get started, first of all, we're going to do that shop upgrade really quick so it'll make a difference in this video. Really cool thing. We had Kurt's girlfriend, dad, Keith, hook us up with some new LED lighting for the garage. This way, things will be a lot brighter in here, and also for filming. So yeah, I'm going to get these thrown up really quick and then we'll go from there. All right, guys. Who doesn't love a good shop upgrade? So with our current lighting, as you guys can probably tell in some of the videos, some of it's pretty bright. We have a couple of really good like LED like light pod things. I'm not sure what you would call those. And then we also have just some basic, these are like just regular fluorescent light bulbs there. So I'm gonna throw these other lights up here, and hopefully that will make a pretty significant difference with the lighting in here. All right, guys, real quick, I got the first set of lights up. You can see these are much brighter, that nice white, like a daylight look, and these are the old fluorescents, kind of dingy and yellow looking. I mean, they're a little older. They've probably been up in here for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, but yeah, you can see. So the lights that we have, they're pretty cool. They're available on Amazon. We'll throw the link down below in the description to show you. But yeah, I mean, they're a good set of lights. Those guys there. Also, these are also, you can connect them. So you just, there's a little cap on the end here. You pop this off, and then you plug in this little guy in the middle, and you can string them together. And I think it says you can do up to 8 in a row. I believe that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, so they're really good if you need to make your shop a little bit brighter. These things are the ticket, man. All right. Shop upgrade's all done as far as this video goes. So we got the lights up. It's gonna make a big difference. Hopefully it'll help out with the videos and making them look a little brighter for you guys. But yeah, so thanks a lot, Keith, for the lights. They're awesome. So next thing is, I want to talk about kind of how we came up with our name for our channel. So to give you a brief, quick little background, obviously it'd be cool to have Kurt here to kind of tell the story together, but as you guys know, the situation going on right now with everything. But anyways, so Kurt and I have been friends for 16, almost 17 years now. So we've had quite a long friendship. And so we met, we have like a vocational school that's kind of around here that is part of our high school. So we met in one of the classes there because we went to totally separate high schools. And we had something in common that kind of like made us become friends. And we used to both have like kind of souped up like lawn tractors. Nothing like this. They were just kind of like your basic lawn tractor. And then like we would swap the pulleys around to make them go faster. I had ATV tires on mine, and we used to like take them through the mud. And Kurt had one that he swapped the pulleys on, and it would do, I don't remember, it was like 40 or 45 miles an hour. So the thing would really haul. So yeah, that was cool. So that kind of like sparked our friendship. And so ever since then, we've hung out and done and built stuff. And then, you know, obviously when you guys first started seeing this a couple months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, we talked about, man, we should get back to building stuff like that we're interested in it. And, you know, we want to do some cool stuff. So we kind of said, well, let's do like a cool lawn tractor build, but let's just take it to the next level. Let's make an independent suspension. put a gnarly engine in it and make it just rip. And so that was pretty cool. So that's kind of how the idea we came up with for Not So Simplicity, our name. So I have a great uncle. He just recently passed away, but he was an amazing guy. He was a war veteran. Guy lived a full life. Really awesome dude. And Kurt and I, a long time ago, probably 12 years ago, we were doing an engine swap in one of my trucks. And so I had the engine out and had the transmission sitting there with the bell housing, obviously hood up, and he walks in, and he was in his 80s at this point, so he was an older guy, but he was just full of life and totally with it. And he walks in, walks around in front of the truck, looks down, and he goes, "Oh, you got a cracked housing." And for some reason, Kurt and I just thought it was hilarious. And Kurt actually came up with the idea for the video or the channel title. So that's how we came up with it, guys. We just said, hey, cracked housing is kind of something cool from our history. We all called the gentleman's name was Uncle Al, and everybody knew him as Uncle Al. That's who it was, and he was super cool. But yeah, so that's how we came up with the idea of the name of Cracked Housing Fab. And we thought it'd be kind of a cool way to kind of sort of honor him and also have a kind of a catchy name that kind of sticks out and is not a super normal name, if you will. So yeah, but yeah, and then we built this cool thing, so it's pretty cool. All right, next I'm gonna take this guy outside. I'm gonna power wash real quick because we got it all muddy from when we rode it. You can see it's all dirty and covered with everything. It's like 36 degrees out right now. For some reason, Michigan forgot that it was spring and it's cold. But anyways, so I'm gonna do that really quick, and I'm gonna give you guys a quick update on what we're gonna do for Not So Simplicity. All right, really quick, guys. Getting ready to set up the power washer, and I have this little like 2000 PSI Greenworks power washer. It's pretty cool. The hose, the original hose to it, kind of broke. And if you guys need a hose on for like this has like I think it's a 22 mil thread on both ends. If you guys need a hose, I'll throw this one in the description down below. It's a good one. I grabbed it off Amazon. It's a pretty good price. It's a little bit longer than the original one to that, and it doesn't like kink and break real easy like the original one does. So we'll throw that down in there. So if you guys need one, go ahead and check it out. Okay guys, so I was able to get it all cleaned up. So to give you a quick little update, obviously you guys would have seen by now that we rode it last week. Man, it was a freaking blast. This thing rips. But we have the parts coming right now, so we're just waiting on the parts to come in. And obviously you guys would have seen, it's hard to tell, but we messed this hub up and kind of chewed that shaft up. So we got a new hub coming. We're gonna replace that shaft. And we're going to do a little different setup here to help it, to make it more strong. So yeah, so that's our plan. Our plan is to get the parts in and then fix it and ride it again. So we're really hoping, guys, to be able to drive it in the next video again. And so we want to really be able to, since now we kind of got the initial bugs worked out, maybe we can do some more things, rip on a little bit harder, have a little bit more fun. Next thing, we're going to throw a poll in this video up whatever corner it goes on. Do you guys think that we should paint this bare metal? We've got like the frame right here, the seat brackets, the rear suspension mounting locations, that sort of thing. What do you guys think? Should we paint that, or should we just leave it bare metal and kind of let it rust up a little bit and kind of have like that old tractor kind of patina look to it? We are going to paint the wheels. We're going to paint the front wheels black to match the backs, and paint. Plan is to paint the front control arms black as well, just so that kind of looks good. But everything else, we're kind of thinking just leave it as is, or do you guys think we should paint it? Paint it orange, paint it black. Yeah, go ahead and hit that poll and let us know what you think. All right, guys. Next up, I know there's a lot of talking this episode. We kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a in-between thing while we're waiting for parts on Not So Simplicity. That way we can at least give you something. So I want to do a quick little shop tour, just super quick. run through some of the stuff that we have that we use to build the stuff. First off, we have this DeWalt chop saw. Thing works great. It's awesome if you have like tubing or square tube, anything like that, chopping it up. Does a really quick work of it and saves you from using a grinder and all that stuff. Also, we have the Bauer Harbor Freight portable bandsaw with the Swag Off-Road table that it sits on. That thing is super helpful, makes nice clean cuts. Awesome for making brackets and cutting tubes, stuff like that. You know, obviously the bigger stuff you're gonna use a chop saw. This will use just for making little intricate cuts and stuff like that. Next up, we have the bench grinder. Is just a basic Craftsman little 110 bench grinder. It's got a grinding wheel and a wire brush on the other side. So that comes in handy just for cleaning up stuff. Over here, really quick guys, we do have stickers for sale. We'll put the link down in the description below. That way you guys can grab a sticker and help us support our builds. Next up, something we use obviously a lot. I have a little 110 Hobart Handler 135 welder. This thing comes in super handy. Got the taller bottle for it. I had the little guy when I first bought this thing and it would run out of gas in like 2 seconds, but this thing works pretty good. It's been able to weld everything that we've done on Not So Simplicity, and obviously I've done some stuff just around the house and around the garage with it, so that thing works awesome. Oh, also, it's kind of tucked away in a box over here. I'm going to build this is our plasma cutter. It's kind of tucked away in the box, so you guys would have seen it in other videos, but yeah, I'm going to build a cart where I can stack the welder and the plasma cutter all in one. That way it's super easy to use. Plasma cutter is 110. We're running a 110. It can run on 220. Just don't have the plug for it yet. We have the array of just basic tools, you know, stuff that normally everyone would have in their garage. A little Craftsman drill press. I actually picked up at a garage sale a long time ago and paid like 20 bucks for the thing, and it's worked great so far for what we've needed it for. But yeah, I know it's not a super high-tech shop or anything like that, but it gets the job done. We could build cool stuff, and we've been kind of slowly getting stuff here and there and tools that we need and that sort of thing. So yeah, we just wanted to give you a quick little update on what we do and what we use in the garage. All right, guys, kind of the last thing on the agenda for today's video, what's going to be our next build. I know there's been several of you guys that have asked a question on our YouTube comments, Instagram, Facebook. We've had some people just kind of ask us what our next build's going to be. So we kind of want to get some input from you guys. We have a couple of ideas. First one would be, we talked about maybe doing another tractor build. Maybe do something like we want to do like a really cool, like lowered street type lawn tractor build. We thought that'd be kind of cool. Maybe put something together like that, lower it down, put some slicks on it. That'd be pretty cool. Something that's kind of sort of something I've always wanted to build personally, and that's a cross cart. I'll throw a little picture on the screen. That way you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about if you don't know what it is. I know that the guys at Cars and Cameras Reviews built a pretty cool one. So I've always thought those things were cool, and that's something I've always wanted to build. I do have a 600cc crotch rocket from the 90s. It's not road legal or anything like that right now, but it's just something I bought a while ago and just kind of had sitting around and need to make use of that engine. So we'll throw a poll up and you know, kind of vote on the poll. Also comment down below if there's some other ideas that you guys have for us. Naturally, we got to be a little careful of the budget. We're just starting out. We don't have unlimited funds by any means. You know, like I said, grab a sticker. That'll help support us. We do, if you guys buy, like if we link some of the stuff that we use on Amazon, stuff like that, we can get a very small portion of that purchase. So that would help us out too if you guys bought it through our link. So that would be another way to support us. Kurt and I have talked about doing some merch, whether it be a hat or a shirt or something like that, a hoodie. Don't have any designs other than the one that we use for our stickers and for our intro logo. But yeah, so anyways, that's besides the point right now. We were just trying to find a direction to head in. Because obviously this has some more work and we want to kind of refine it a little bit better, make it, you know, make it to where we can just rip it and ride it really hard. And it's pretty close right now, but there are still a few things we want to do. And I know there's some guys that asked about the rear fenders. We're going to put the rear fenders on. I just wanted to make sure that everything was sorted back here before we put all that stuff in our way to where we couldn't work on it again. All right, guys, we're wrapping up for the day. We're waiting on the parts from House Simplicity. Should be here in the next couple of days. And so we should be able to get this thing all fixed up and take it for a ride in the next video. So we're looking forward to that. I'm excited. I know Kurt's excited to ride it again. So yeah, we're gonna get this thing fixed up and take it for another rip. So thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching Cracked Housing Fab.